Next up, we have again to me,
Oh, that shit was fire.
honestly, is probably tied. No, what? Debatable, probably the best match of the night, which is the triple threat match
Mm.
between Bron Breakker, Sheamus, and Louis Keiser for the Intercontinental Championship.
hmm hmm
Bro, that match was fire. Um, I knew Louis Kaiser was dope, but to me, that was the match that really put me on to say, yo, he's actually tight nice.
You see what I'm doing, nigga? Like, stop playing. That's the brother,
Period.
bro.
The only
You
the only
already know.
nigga the only nigga in the parent.
The only nigga in prison, Ludwig is my. That's my brother.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
and I'll give it to Sheamus for keeping up with both Braun and Ludwig.
Sheamus, people really sleep on Sheamus. Sheamus hasn't been in the game for nearly 20 years for no reason.
Right. But I do think
Like
he's not speed wise. If we talk about speed wise, he's not he can't keep I don't think he keep up with Braun, especially Braun, but Ludwig as well. I mean,
I I thought that about John Cena, right? When we got to like 2015, 2016, and AJ Oldham is coming in. And I'm like,
mm,
oh, John Cena is done. Like he's not gonna be able to. And I saw John Cena and AJ go, and I was, oh, okay, so John Cena could do everything. My bad. I
mm,
learned again. I think Sheamus is cut in that same kind of cloth. Like he's a powerhouse like Cena, but he has some real athletic. Like to do his finisher, you need to have a certain level of athleticism because can't everybody kick up that high.
mm,
So like I give he could go. And he's been doing this for a long time, so I wasn't surprised in his performance. Now Kaiser, I ain't know that he was like um Seth or
mm,
like Cesaro, where he looks like he cut up, but he doesn't look as strong as he is. But when he gets into power, you're like, oh damn, okay. My bad.
yeah, yeah,
He didn't look
yeah.
like an outlier in there.
Facts.
I think it's the opponent. Like as you said with Sheamus, like some guys know, like I can't do certain shit with certain people. Like some people might not be able to handle it, or we both might get hurt. So that's when you see like the Braun Strowmans and the Brunson Reed, the big Brunson Reed. Like Brunson Reed is from Indies. That
Mm-hmm.
was and he's doing moonsaults and all kinds of dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he's up that. So him and Braun could go to a next level, and that's why he was getting those kind of matches. And then Sheamus came in there with Braun, which is an animal, and
Mm,
then Ludwig. I think Ludwig is the guy that you really didn't think that can go like that. But I was seeing glimpses of it from the previous week when he came out there and interrupted the match and was going crazy, like
mm,
drop kicking people heads through the staircase and shit, like running all around. So I'm like, oh, this guy is actually wild athletic. So they clearly they got in there was like, listen, we gonna put on, son. They think we mid card, we gonna do what we gotta do, and they put on a fire ass match. That
Mm-hmm.
shit was a fire ass, and Sheamus could keep up. It wasn't even just. I don't think it was a speed thing. I think he just picked and chose his spots the right way. Like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna catch you around here. I'm gonna catch you around here, or I'm gonna do this and do that. Let's
mm.
say it's a timing. Like he had great timing, opposed
Yep.
to
Okay.
speed. And then you
Yeah.
have Braun Breaker and Louis with like the speed, agile,
They younger,
jumping off the rope.
athletic.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and their pacing was crazy, and he was keeping up with the timing, which made him look like he can go just as fast as those guys. But it's really a timing thing. But that was a fire ass match. Ludwig put himself on the map. I
Mm,
think WWE got to kind of sit down and look around like shit. We got some motherfuckers over here. Like we got to figure out what to do with this guy. This guy is good. He's a great heel. He got the German fade going. Like
mm,
he got the look. He could speak on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
His acting chops is not bad. Him and Gunther like really putting on. I think him and Gunther's doing some real
He
good work
got he got a
actually.
bad joint too.
And he got a baddie. So I mean, furthermore, why WWE needs to start doing some shit with him at this point.
right.
Like he check all the boxes. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Yeah. I definitely see him as he's definitely a future IC champion.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, not US, but more IC champion. I see him more or even world champ. I definitely see that happen with him down the line. But like,
Jericho vibes.
I don't
He
know
gives
quite
me
yet.
Jer. He gives.
He
I'm not talking about in terms of mic work. I'm talking about like his style. Like Jericho could do almost a little bit of everything. Like Jericho could do a little bit of power. He was more of a cruiserweight springboard kind of guy. Go up top
mm,
a little bit. Like
that's
Lou
why I
would
said
give me the.
Seth.
You said Seth, okay, maybe
Because
more
it's
so. Yeah,
he's uncanny. Like how strong he is like different. When you look at Seth, you don't expect Seth to be able to pull off almost any of the like powerlifting moves that he can, but he cross train, and then you're like, oh, okay. Like when you see him train, you're like, oh, now I see why he could do what he does. Same with Cesaro. Cesaro always look a little like leaner, and then you see Cesaro do the swing, you're like, oh well, fuck, that motherfucker strong as hell. Like that's how he looked. So going into it, I'm like, oh, he's kind of out of place. But when you saw the match, you're like, damn, nah. Like I knew he could go, but to be in there with two powerhouses like Braun Breaker and Sheamus and have it fit, good. And I think like you're right about the timing, but that's like WWE style. Like
mhm.
you gotta allow for some storytelling to be in the match. If not, you just gonna look at AEW where you just hitting finisher and signature move and everybody just getting up after every like no. So it
Yeah,
like kind of fit for that.
facts. Yeah. Again, that match was just fire. Yeah, it was just fire. All right, so.